Sundays. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you for clicking this here thumbnail. On this here little piff, on this here piffity piff, we make videos on spirituality on Sundays, motivation on Mondays, and everything bad bitchery in between. If that is something that interests you, I think you've come to the right place, and congratulations to you for being a bad bitch. So, for this edition of Spiritual Sundays, I'm bringing you guys a very calm edition of Spiritual Sundays, and I want to talk to you guys about mindfulness and meditation. And actually, no, I'm going to talk about meditation. I will make another video on mindfulness. That's what I'm going to do. So, I don't have any notes regarding this topic because I don't want this video to be hard facts. Meditate. Like, no, that's not what I want. That's not why I am filming. And I don't want it to come from like perspectives of some guy. Y'all came here to get my perspective, so I want to give it to y'all straight from the dome. And ab heart, ab I think is Greek or some shit for, and that means from that. So I want to give it to y'all ab mind and ab heart and ab soul. Okay, so y'all, firstly, namaste. That means my soul recognizes yours. So that was just a quick shout out to you, like from the deepest place within myself, to you for watching this video, for clicking this thumbnail. Okay, like I really mean it. It's not just like a link that I do, like I really fucking mean it. That's number one. Number two, meditation, I think, is the practice of the conscious and unconscious practice of being in your thoughts, being mindful. Okay, meditation varies from you just like, you know, you be zoning out like that. That's a form of meditation. When you just blast music and you don't do shit, you're just listening to music, that's a form of meditation. Sitting outside in the sutra, putting your hands in the mudra and chanting your ohms, and you know, that is a form of meditation. You know, rolling a blunt, just kicking a blunt, minding your own, that's a form of meditation, you know. And so I wanted to talk about meditation because I think it's important that we set time to consciously do it. Because yeah, now that you know that, okay, you kind of meditate all the time, whether you want to or not, like you be meditating, that doesn't mean that you can be like, oh, when I be zoning out, I meditate, I cool. No, like no, that doesn't mean that we're done and you won't. No. I think it's important that we set time aside to consciously meditate. And that doesn't mean that you have to sit in a lotus position and chant your ohms, but it means that I think it's a need. The way we need to exercise and drink water and eat, I think we need to meditate, because it just makes space for yourself. For me, it's like a young reboot, you know. It's like a young mind reboot. Sometimes when my day gets really busy and hectic and I just don't, no. I go away and I sit and I meditate. I close my eyes and I focus on my breathing, and I breathe in and out for a couple of minutes. And then I go back out there so that I can do my thing, you know. And it's really helpful. It's really helpful when it comes to managing my temper. It's really helpful also on my personal walk as a Christian, because when you live life as a Christian, you strive to live like how Jesus lived. So, well, for me, I'm speaking for myself. So, that means I'm striving to live as righteously as I possibly can in terms of existing with others. So, meditation has helped me to really be self-aware, because I can gauge myself and my thoughts and my actions more clearly as a human being existing with other human beings. I think about my day. I reflect on the person that I was, the role that I fulfilled throughout my day. I reflect on how many smiles I shared with people. I reflect on, did I share love? Did I vibrate high enough today? And not you know what I'm saying? That's me. So I think meditation is important, and I want to put people onto meditation because I meet too many people that are turned off of the concept of meditation, and they're like, oof, no, I must do that whole thing. I don't want to do all of that. And no, that's not what meditating means. That's what it means for some people. And all of that is a religious practice. Those chants and those seating positions and the way they place their hands all has meanings. I call it sutras and mudras, and I call it, do you get me? It all has a meaning because it all belongs to a certain religion group, and but this topic in the beautiful nut. What I'm trying to say is, you don't have to do all that extra shit. Leave the extra shit alone, okay? You don't have to do all the other extra shit. All you gotta do is get within yourself, and if you gotta close your eyes and it helps, if it helps to close your eyes. Take a deep breath and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and it's just helpful, dude, to make a bitch calmer. It's helpful to it's just helpful. I think meditation just makes people better people, because firstly you form an attachment to that feeling of peace. Anything that is outside of that bubble ends up not resonating with your vibe and your soul. Do you get me? Because this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's just it's the best. And for beginner meditators, I wouldn't say, people that are only starting out on their journey with meditation, I wouldn't say, oh, empty out your thoughts. We have so many fucking thoughts a day, okay? So that's gonna be a little bit impossible for your first try. What I would suggest you do is to listen to them. Try to listen to every single one of your thoughts and tell yourself, okay, listen, brain, okay, I'm about to listen to you right now. And then your brain will die, cool, okay, so that's what's happening. And because you have told your brain consciously that I'm listening to my thoughts, your thoughts will low-key slow down so that you can gauge every single one of them. And it kind of helps you in your process. Figuring out stuff is much easier. Do you get me? It's easier to prioritize stuff. It's easier to organize stuff in your brain when you meditate. Do you get me? Now that you are gauging your thoughts, maybe the first thought is pizza, and the second thought is sandwich, and the third thought is assignment, the fourth thought is my mom, the fifth thought is trees, the sixth thought is music, right? And maybe you have an assignment that's due in the next hour, right? So because you thought of that, and in your session of being mindful and in your session of meditating, you can gauge okay, I just thought of pizza, sandwich, meditation, trees, assignment, oh shit, assignment. From that, if you decide to drop what you're doing at that very moment to go and do your assignment, that's okay. You have gained and you have received what you needed to receive from that meditation session. Meditation is also a way to connect with the higher source, which is God. And so for me, meditation is a way for you to make yourself available to receiving God's love and God's peace and God's word. You know, you're a vessel and you're a channel, opening yourself up to God. And the more that you practice meditation is when you can start practicing you can do affirmations and you can do, you know, all these things. That's when all these things just come into play, you know, when it comes to turning your spiritual gears as a person. So I hope that kind of made sense. And yeah, so I'll give you guys some tips as well in terms of if you don't know how to, if you feel like, oh, I don't know how to meditate. Firstly, I'm here to tell you everyone can meditate and we do it all the time, whether we know it or we don't know it, okay? So yeah, you can do breathing exercises. I love breathing exercises, especially now, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't practice. I'm getting back to it now, but I stopped practicing every day. I stopped meditating like every single day consciously at some point, because yeah, I just got caught up with life, you know. So when you get back to it, it does get a bit difficult because you don't just close your eyes and every single thought vanishes, you know. So for me, breathing, like for me, that's like the easiest way for me to start. That's the first thing I do. I breathe. Now watch my breath as I breathe. And from doing that, I can identify certain things about myself. I identify maybe like, okay, your shoulders have been very high, you know, and I drop them. I release the tension that's in my body. That's what I've picked up from breathing meditation. From doing chants, I'm not too fond of doing chants personally, because I mean, I love chants. Well, in terms of like spiritual chants like Om and things like that, Om is cool. But there's like way more other chants, and they're obviously in a different language, you see. So I'm personally not comfortable with that because it's not my language, and number one. And number two, everything is spiritual. So I don't want to be opening spiritual channels that I may not be aware of already for. So that's my opinion. So yeah, I just stay away from chants. But if I do be chanting, I'll just sing praise songs to God, praise and worship songs. Affirmations are also a good way to meditate for just 3 minutes, and you just, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am calm. Depending on what you want for yourself also in that moment or on that day. Maybe you decided to meditate right after you woke up and you decide today is a beautiful day. So that's what you will meditate on. Today is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. And that's what you will say to yourself for a good 2-3 minutes. Today is a beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day. Affirmations. What else is a form of meditation? You can compile a playlist for yourself. Just go through your music library and play all the music. If the song makes you want to like immediately get up and get to it, add it to a library. Add it to a library, add it to a library, and then now that's your playlist. Maybe for work. So you listen to that playlist on your way to wherever the fuck you're going to, and that's your form of meditation. Now you're ready, you're spiritually energized to kick ass, to get on about your day, you know. Everything is energy out here, dude. Everything is energy. So the same way that, oh, eat your breakfast and drink your water so that, you know, you have a great day, and you know, and all of these things, like, I think also you have to be spiritually energized, because sometimes a certain shit that you may not want to deal with on a certain day and stuff, and then you'll end up having to deal with it whether you want to or not. So when you don't have the energy, when you're not spiritually strong, that shit can throw you off way fucking easy, bro. And I'm saying, so when you be meditating or whatever, it helps you to deal with certain situations in a much easier way, or in a more positive way, because you're in your space, you're in your peace bubble where you don't want to bother anyone, like everything Gucci, everything fine. So yeah, you know. Yeah, so those are like ways you can meditate. Yeah, so those are meditation practices that you can try today, and I hope that it leaves you feeling amazing. It leaves you feeling energized. It leaves you feeling positive and just in a good space overall. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I love you all so much, and I will see you on the next one. Peace and love. Bye.